You're listening to The Afternoon on Q101 Merritt's Music Mix. Jesse Paculat with you today, and I'm joined right now by Randy Gauthier. He's going to be one of the carvers that you'll see this weekend at the Loggers Sports Show. Hey, Randy.
How's it going, man?
Not too bad. How are you doing, sir?
You know, life's great. Rip, tear, and pull some hair.
So we were talking, you're just about to hit the road and you're headed our way, huh?
Yeah, I'm in Saskatchewan right now. I've been in Prince George for a month, bouncing to Saskatchewan here for about the last 5 days, and then I'm packed everything up. I'm ready to jump in my truck, and I'm making my way to Merritt for the logger show for the chainsaw carving.
Right on, man. We can't wait to see it. That's kind of something new that I didn't realize. I guess you guys do a lot of traveling, huh, you carvers?
Yeah, we hit shows all over, coast to coast. We're super busy. I guess we are entertainers in some sort of aspect, and what you see is you're going to see some beautiful logs being transpired and some great artwork. We have some world-class carvers coming into the event. We got Ryan Cook from Carver Kings, Marina Cole from Medicine Hat. She's a great upcoming artist. She's just fantastic. She's in Medicine Hat here, and then we have, I don't actually really know the full lineup, and then we have myself, of course, the First Nation sensation.
So how'd you get that nickname?
Well, I don't know. I just hit the show. It's kind of one of the first, I guess there's not many First Nations carvers out there, chainsaw carvers, and I first started, I hit it hard. I traveled all over the place, and I paid the price. You know, I was a struggling artist, if you will, because I didn't know how to carve worth the heck, but pursued with it, and it came out all right. You know, like I just stayed with it and believed in myself, and life was good.
It looks like it worked out for you. I mean, I'm looking at some of your pieces right now, and they are pretty incredible, man.
Yeah, well, you know, I got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's for the other carvers. You know, everywhere we go, even though we're competing with anyone else, they always assist and they always help, and it's a brotherhood thing. And so we're always there for each other. We aim to do the best we can, and you know, we really want to do the crowd the best. You know, it's what we do.
Well, yeah, that's a pretty interesting aspect of it, right? The competitiveness is there, but you know, you like you mentioned, you guys are a brotherhood. But you know what? Like the competitiveness just kind of raises up your game anyway.
It does. You know, like there's a lot on the line. You know, it costs a lot of money to come to these events. You know, we have a lot of tools and lots of fuel, and you know, it's time consuming. And if you don't come out with anything, then basically you have given your finances into the event plus your time, like a week's time, pretty much, when all done and said. So it is consuming.
Yeah, and I know already that you guys are doing a big competition, like you'll be carving something throughout the 3 days that you're there, and then you'll also be doing these quick ones that you go into. I asked Jesse Tasso, I had him on the other day, about this. When you go into those hour-long ones, do you have an idea of what you're going to do, or do you like to do improv?
Well, no, you definitely should have a plan. You know, the pros actually know what they're going to do, and it's what they specialize in. So they're going to hit it hard. They're going to pump out a piece in an hour, up for auction, give it, and it's really draining on the body, and you know, it drains us is what it does. It's kind of like taking a car and revving it up full out for an hour. You know, you're balls to the wall, pardon my language, but you're all out, and you hold nothing back, and you do the best you can. You give the crowd a good show, and show them what you can do in an hour, and then the piece gets auctioned off. And it really does help offset our costs for coming to these events, so all support is very helpful.
Well, we'll do our best to help you. Talking with Randy Gauthier. You'll see him this weekend at the Loggers Sports Show, so let's get out there, support him. Randy, are you able to give us maybe a preview of what you plan to do for the big one? Or like Jesse, do you want to keep that one under wraps?
Well, you know, in general, most people will keep it under wraps because they don't want to give away any secrets to the other guys, right, to the other competitors, because there's a lot on the line besides just bragging rights. It's what we do. There's a lot of passion involved. So I haven't had time to go over design or go through pictures or know what I want to do yet. So basically, when I get there, I might have an hour or two. I quite literally haven't had 2 days to myself since the end of July, so I've been all over the place and busy as heck.
Yeah, I can imagine you might get burned out from all that traveling. I know Jesse Tasso, again, he was saying the same thing. He has an idea of what he wants to do. He wants to keep it under wraps, but it also has to do with the piece of wood that you're presented as well. Sometimes it just kind of takes you in a different direction than you thought.
Absolutely. Depending on the log, you know your design can be complicated. But if you have rot down the center, or if you have a twisted log or a lot of cracks, and you've got to change your design up, switch it up, and you got to do that on the fly. There's been many times I didn't even know what I was going to carve until I fired up a saw, which is not very good. Professionals don't do that.
But did it end out all right for you?
They always do. Yeah, you put your heart and soul into it. You do the best you can. It always ends out good.
So you're known as the First Nation sensation. That implies that perhaps you have a pretty good record when it comes to these competitions?
You know, not necessarily. A lot of it is trial and error. I never do the same thing twice. I always challenge myself to do something that I've never done before. And it's not what most competitors do. Most competitors will do it 3 or 4 times. So they know their cuts, they know their design, they know how to go about and tackle it. I'm not that person. I'm somebody who'll grab something out of the air and, okay, I want to do this. And then I overcomplicate a piece. So sometimes it's not always to my advantage, but I'm hoping I can pull something out this weekend.
Yeah, we're hoping for a pretty good competition. The better the competition is, the better these sculptures will look. And they look quite amazing as I'm scrolling through your past pieces of work. Do you have any piece that you've made in particular that maybe you're most proud of?
You know, I did a piece in Chetwynd, which is probably the second biggest event in the world, possibly the first. But this past summer, and I was grateful to be invited there this year. I was really happy with that. It was the transformation dance with the Raven clan down from from Bella Coola, the Nuhawk Nation. So I took a little bit out of there and I studied their tradition a little bit, and I incorporated some native design into the competition, if you will.
Yeah, okay. And that one stands out as maybe your best so far.
It is because, the proportions were proper. It was, I pushed my boundaries. I've never done it before. I really liked the design. When all done and said, I was really happy with the piece. Other than that, I generally don't like any of my work.
Spoken like an artist.
Yeah, you push your boundaries. You can always see your flaws and stuff. I have a lot of sculptures at home, but I don't have any one of mine.
Oh, is that right?
Absolutely.
Okay, but they're all out and about right now.
Yeah, they're out and about. I don't keep any of my work.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I'm my own biggest critic. This weekend, you'll see Randy do his thing over at the Loggers Sports Show as they compete for those big prizes. Money is on the line, pride's on the line. But for us, it's just going to be a great competition. Randy, man, thanks a lot for joining us today.
You betcha, man. Come on out. Check us out. You're not going to be disappointed. Life's good.
Life's great. Yes, that's Friday to Sunday. The Loggers Sports Show right here in Merritt.
Right on.
Have a good weekend, man.